today with another recipe for Kitchen ABCs. Now, we just celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now, you probably studied about him in school. He was a civil rights activist, and he lived in Georgia. Now, Georgia is very well known for their peaches. So we're gonna make one of his favorite dishes, peach cobbler. The recipe we have online today has different amounts than what we're using today. Because I have so many friends that want to eat my peach cobbler, I doubled the recipe. The recipe you'll get serves 2 or 3 people, but this will serve 4 to 6 people. Now, cooking is using math. So what we're gonna do is double. That means we put twice as much of everything in. Okay, let's get started. So you're gonna need a saucepan and the stove for the first part of this. We're gonna make our peach sauce. So the first thing you're going to need are 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're gonna put that right in our saucepan. And then we need 4 teaspoons of cornstarch. And we also need a 1/2 cup of water. Put that in here. Now, sometimes I like to change my recipes a little bit. The recipe didn't call for cinnamon, but I thought cinnamon would taste so delicious. So I'm gonna add about a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon to it. Okay, so you wanna make sure that the cornstarch is all mixed in so the cornstarch isn't lumpy. You'll see the cinnamon doesn't quite get mixed up, but that's okay. So now we're gonna heat this up on the stove. Get it all mixed up first so it's nice and smooth. I don't see any more cornstarch there. So now we're gonna add our 3 cups of peaches. Now I have frozen peaches here because peaches really aren't in season right now here. Just like that. I let them thaw out for about an hour. So now we're gonna let this come to a boil. Let it cook for 2 minutes. There we go. It's starting to boil. Okay, so this has been boiling, cooking on the stove for about 2 minutes. And now we're gonna take it off. And we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of melted butter and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. All mixed in. Okay, now we're going to make the topping for our peach cobbler. So we need to measure out our flour. Now the original recipe said 1/3 cup of flour, but since we're doubling it, we're going to use 2/3 of a cup. So remember our skills at measuring. You overfill it and then use a knife or something to flatten it out. Okay, there's 1/3. We have 2/3. Instead of 2 tablespoons of sugar, we have 4 tablespoons of sugar. And I went ahead and measured that already, so we'll go ahead and pour that right in. Now we need something to help the top part rise a little. If you've made our biscuits before, you'll know about that. So we're using 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And now we need just a little bit of salt, just a pinch. So I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit of salt. And I'll get that mixed up a little bit, just like that. Okay, we're gonna use 3 tablespoons, of butter. I've melted, mostly melted. We have 4 tablespoons of milk. It's all ready to go here. We're gonna get that all mixed up. Just like that. Be a little crumbly. Okay, and then we're gonna add a little bit of orange zest. So you just use a little grater. Just grate a little bit of the skin off. Okay, just like that. We're gonna get that all mixed up, and then we're gonna put it right on top of our peaches. Now we are going to put that into our pan. If you're doubling the recipe, it should be something that holds at least 4 cups. Put that all in the bottom. Oh, just like that. I added a little bit of extra milk so it would come together. So if it's too crumbly, you might want to just add a little bit so it looks more like biscuit dough, okay? So now you're gonna drop it and just put it right on here, just like that. Now I've washed my hands, so we'll use that, or you can use another spoon. And you're just gonna put plops. Okay. Look, it's looking good. We're gonna put it into a 400-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. So when the biscuits are nice and brown, then you know it'll be ready. Hey, it's been probably about 25 minutes or so. And look at that. So we're gonna let this cool for a while, maybe half an hour or so, and then we'll be able to cut it. Let it cool down a little bit. Now let's spoon it out. Just like that. Oh, doesn't that look delicious? Now if you have vanilla ice cream, you can put that on, or even some kind of whipped cream. That would be delicious too. Well, next week, we're going to have a princess tea. And we're going to make pinwheel sandwiches. And we'll have a special guest, one of our princesses. So join me again next week. And thank you so much to Runza for supporting our show. See you next week.